Hey guys, it's Pokemon here, and I'm here with Pokemon Master 556, and this is the story of how I bought a first edition base set booster box. So without my friend Jamil at the Mealy Pop shop, this would have been possible. He's the guy that actually found the first edition base set box, got in contact with the guys, and set up this whole deal. So I got to do a shout out for Jamil. Feel free to check out his store. I think it's on Facebook, Instagram, a few other places. So how do we get this box? Probably wonder why there's a picture of the United States right here. So as many of you guys know, I actually live in New York City, right here. And then my friend Jamil lives in Gainesville, Florida, which is right down over here. And so Jamil contacted me, said, hey, I've got a buddy in the sports card world that has a box, and pretty much it's authentic. Do you want to check it out? And so we went back and forth on price a little bit, and come to find out, his buddy lives in Seattle. And so I was like, Jamil, tons of fakes out here. I don't know if, I have to be there in person. Got to make sure it's real. I've had a lot of friends on the forums and stuff get fake, so it's like, you got to make sure it's real before you spend a ton of money on a box. And so eventually we decided that I had to fly out to Seattle to check out this box. So I went from New York all the way to Seattle to look at this box in person. And so the setup's a little bit different. Basically the way it went is you have me, who's the guy who bought the box. You have Jamil, who's like kind of the second middleman. We'll just call it middleman number 2. Then you have a guy named James, who's a sports card guy, who's middleman number 1. And then, I don't know if the last guy wants me to shout him out, so I'll just leave his name anonymous. But then you have the guy who bought the box, and he actually bought it from Wizards of the Coast store. And so we'll just call it Wizards of the Coast store. Bye. And so when Jamil contacted me, he was like, hey, my buddy's got the box, so already I'm like kind of sketched out. And so I was like, all right, if we can make this deal work, let me go out to Seattle, we'll check it out in person. And this is the story of how I got a first edition base set booster box. This is a first edition base set booster box. It's sealed. Looks completely legit to us. There's all the worry with all the fakes and stuff going on out there. So we're actually going to crack this open up probably 3 or 4 packs on camera, and then just verify it's legit. So here we go.
Don't forget the Pokemon Master 556 is here too.
Jeff is here with us, so we're just going to try to open this up as clean as possible. Okay. And it's opened.
This is like Christmas morning.
So are these black triangle packs? Who knows what these might be.
That's not possible in the first edition boxes.
Who knows? Yeah, I mean, these look pretty good. So you can see we're starting off with...
I could smell the Blastoise.
We're just going to take out a few. So the packs underneath are first edition as well, so that's a good sign. We're just going to open up the first pack, see what we get. Yeah. I mean, everything about these screams legit, so here we go. Weird. Is it still recording? And I always skip to the...
Don't ruin it and skip to the rare.
Dude, well, if it's a hollow, you got to skip. So first, computer search, that's legit. And I'll sleeve these up off camera. Do a Charizard pack.
I need to get me some pack started on that.
There you go. Yeah, I just hit record at the top. It's the curve, so you just got to be careful. Is it recording? Okay. Yeah, I mean, just even on pack 2, I think we can say for certainty it's pretty much a legit box.
Oh, you open the foil so you don't scratch it? Sliding?
Yeah, so I know some people get paranoid about that, but for me it's like, what if you got a Charizard and just scratch like right away? So I think we'll just open up till we get a foil, then we'll sleeve the rest of these up later. But I mean, overall, like, condition of cards, I mean, looks pretty good, in my opinion. It's a little off-center for the non-hollows, but still, it's within the range, so this might be the first hollow. Nope, Dragonair, that's actually a good card. You can see it's not the error version, so it doesn't have the scratch and the number. But, we look at the back of these, and, I mean, yeah, the back's pretty solid, so... We'll keep going until we get a foil.
Yes.
I have to at least get one.
Because I didn't come
here.
You're going to call it the Blastoise?
I'm calling Charizard.
Here we go. What is it? Oh, Nidoking.
Nice.
See, these are thin stamp. And you see it's a little off center at the top. The wear on the left-hand side is it does have some wear.
That's that top to bottom centering, quite heavy as well.
And so, I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's some wear on the left side. Card is really clean, though. So, I mean, this is probably a 9, right out of the pack. And it also probably tells me the rest of the hollows in this are probably 9s as well.
Interesting.
And so,
Just whatever gets cuts generally. If one's off center, chances are 50% of them or more probably are as well. It's a sad reality.
yeah. And then just looking here, I don't know if you guys can tell, but the Charmeleon actually looks like it's gray stamp. So it's got kind of a lighter darkness on the first edition stamp. Okay, so we'll stop this here for the first part.
Let me see that.
And then we will
Can't
make
really
another
tell
part
on
later.
here, but
All right, thanks, guys.
peace.
Yeah, so that was us opening up 4 packs of the base set booster box. The packs actually turned out to be pretty good as far as the non-hollows. The Nidoking was a little off-center, which kind of worried us a little bit. But again, just to kind of show you guys what happened, I ended up going out to Seattle. I stayed with Pokemon Master 556, actually lives a little bit north of Seattle, and the deal actually happened in Tacoma, Washington. That card shop we were in that you saw in the video was pretty cool. It actually has a lot of Pokemon stuff. I mean, just stacks and stacks. And so we spent probably 3 hours there afterwards, and I went through tons of cards to try to find other cards we could pick up. And so these are the pickups that we had from the card shop. I'll just kind of go through these pretty quickly. But overall, it was just a really cool experience. And then me being an idiot, I actually bought 4 Executors.
4 out of 3.
Yeah, and I actually needed Execute for my Legendary set. I only bought cards I needed. But I mean, like this card shop, like they might have had 50 of these in a stack. I mean, it was just unreal how many like Wizards of the Coast cards they had. I'll put a link to their shop down below in the description. And what I actually found out is this card shop is the one that kind of supplies other card shops around the country, like when they run out of cards. And I was like, whoa. It's like, so you guys are the ones sending cards to these guys who I'm buying them from online? Which I thought that was kind of cool. Some Dark Blastoise. I mean, what they had was just kind of unreal. I don't think anything's going to get 10s, but still, like, I thought the prices were reasonable for what I was buying. The guy I actually bought the booster box off of, he had a Shadowless Charizard as well. He pulled out of a pack. Again, it wasn't stored the best, and so it does have a little bit of wear. In my opinion, I think it's going to get an 8. I know it looks really good on camera here, but there's some wear. Not like scratches, but just like edge wear and stuff, just from not being stored properly. But it still looks like a great looking card, though. Probably an 8, though. And I don't know if you guys know yet, but I actually completed Wizards of the Coast first edition base all the way to Sky Ridge and PSA 10. There's only, just like the first print series, there's only one card that I'm missing from every set, including Legendary Collection, which is a PSA 10 Legendary Collection Alakazam. And so this shop had like 50 of these, and I just cleaned them out of like the best ones. I ended up buying like 10 of them. I'm really, really hoping 1, maybe 2 of these gets a 10. Again, there's not a 10 that exists of Legendary Collection Alakazam, and I'm going to try my best to figure this out. I think, this kind of video is getting a little off from the first edition box, but it's just a cool experience all around. We're going to open up the rest of the box probably, here in a little bit. We're going to do it in a bunch of different parts, just so, we can string it out a little bit. A ton of Dark Dragonites. I mean, this shop just had a ton of cool stuff. And so Jeff and I, we're going to pop open the rest of this box, hopefully get some cool stuff. I'm actually hoping for like an OC first edition Alakazam. Jeff's telling me not to hope for OC cards, but we'll see. And so thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate you guys hanging around this Pokemon journey, and look for the next video coming out soon.
I had an idea, and I am pretty spiffy with ideas. Get this thing up off the ground. Probably won't work.
Just put the empty white one underneath it for